I hope all of you guys had an awesome whatever you celebrate and a safe and fun New Year's celebration. The holidays are a busy time for me, but now I'm back in the swing of things and it's time to make more videos. So, The Force Awakens has been out for almost 3 weeks now. We've all had some time to let the movie sink in. The overwhelming response has been positive, very positive, and I'm a part of that positivity camp. I've now seen The Force Awakens 4 times. I saw it in IMAX with my parents, and wow, that was an awesome experience. I legitimately started laughing when the crawl came up, and I had to physically twist my neck to read the text. I looked at the audience and just saw a sea of people moving their heads left and right and left. It was hilarious. I find myself enjoying the movie more and more with every viewing. It's the opposite of how I felt about each prequel movie, and yeah, it is fair to compare. The more I watch those 3 movies, the more I dislike them. But the more I watch The Force Awakens, the more I like it. I find myself wanting to see it again in theaters because it's just a really fun and enjoyable ride. All 4 times that I sat down to watch it in the movie theater, people cheered, people clapped at the end, people seemed to really have a good time. And that's what you want in Star Wars, a fun, accessible movie for everyone to enjoy. What's interesting to me is that out of everyone that I know, the people who seemed to enjoy the movie the most were people who really weren't Star Wars fans. People who hadn't seen the other movies. They were all super entertained and instantly became Star Wars fans. Yeah, all of my friends who are already Star Wars fans really enjoyed the movie too, but I think it says something about the movie when people who have no connection with the past films have a really fun time seeing this new chapter. It became a springboard for them. They all went home and watched the original trilogy, which I think is very cool. Star Wars has always been about inclusion, appealing to a wide audience. It's a cultural phenomenon for a reason. It's not an art house movie that will only appeal to fans of a specific niche market. They are movies that everyone can enjoy. Some people see this as a negative thing. I don't get that. That's what Star Wars is all about. That's what it's always been about. That's why it's a worldwide sensation. It breaks the boundary of age, gender, and culture. The Force Awakens, without a doubt, did its job. And that's one of the reasons I absolutely love this movie. Is it similar to A New Hope? Yeah, it is. But as someone who knows A New Hope like the back of his hand, as someone whose favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 4 A New Hope, I didn't mind that at all. In fact, I didn't really notice the similarities until I went home and started reading people posting about the similarities. A droid holding on to something essential, a character on a desert planet who wants to fulfill their sense of adventure, and the list goes on. I mean, it's a nitpicky list. Really, the only similarity that I have a problem with is the Starkiller Base, which is another Death Star, another planet-destroying bad guy base. I went into that in my in-depth review. Check that video out to hear my full thoughts on Starkiller Base. But now that I've seen the movie 4 times, that complaint has really died down. Yeah, Starkiller Base plays a pretty big role in the overall story, but it really doesn't. The story is about the characters. There's really not much emphasis on Starkiller Base compared to the Death Star in A New Hope. It's just kind of a background thing that occasionally appears. Yeah, it does some pretty big things, but overall, it sits in the background. Don't get me wrong, I still wish they would have done something different, but I don't mind it as much as I did when I first saw the movie. My dad even said that was really similar to A New Hope when I went to dinner with my parents after seeing it in IMAX. Yeah, the similarities are there, but those similarities don't take away from the enjoyment factor. It's just a really fun, funny, and exciting movie. I've heard so many people say it's like Star Wars The Greatest Hits. So many people have said that. So many articles say that, and they act like they all came up with it. Whatever. I guess it is. I mean, I guess. If by greatest hits they mean making something enjoyable through banter, action, and fantastic characters, then I guess it's like a greatest hits. I don't know, isn't that what you want? I don't even know what that means. Is that a negative thing? I kind of see it as a positive. The vast majority of people really enjoyed this movie. So hey, The Force Awakens did exactly what it needed to do. It brought us back into the lively world of Star Wars. Delightful characters, menacing bad guys, strange creatures, and all of that wrapped up in a fantastically paced movie. My final thoughts on The Force Awakens is that it's great. I honestly can't get enough. Yeah, you can nitpick certain things, but overall, man, I just had a lot of fun. And it sure seems like most people did too. The movie was what it needed to be. It introduced us to our new heroes and villains, and it set the stage for what I'm sure will be an incredibly fun trilogy. I 100% stand by my "In JJ We Trust" statement. He knocked it out of the park. The entire production team made something so genuine, so enjoyable. It seemed like an impossible task, but they did it. Stay tuned, everyone. Now that the holidays are over, I'm back in the saddle and ready to make more Star Wars videos. I'm currently working on the Imperial Paper Pusher Part 2, which if you haven't seen Part 1, is just a really goofy ass video that I made. God, that's probably 3 years ago or so. But I should have Part 2 uploaded in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching, everyone. HelloGreedo, out.
With you, it cannot be done.